Hello, welcome back to your almost daily crypto news and updates with your host, Bitcoin Stylist on Twitter and Bitcoin Hairstylist on Instagram. I am here today to give you some news and updates. What is the FASB? What are GAAP? And why should you care if you care about crypto? Well, not to worry, I'll explain it all. But first, if you like the content, you don't like the content, please like, subscribe, follow, comment. It all helps support me. It doesn't cost you anything, and I love it when you do. Also, this is not legal, financial, or tax advice. All right, I'm going to jump right in. All right, so you're looking at an article by Mark Maurer from Wall Street Journal titled "The FASB." Let me just make my picture a little bigger so you can see my face a little more. FASB to consider setting rules on companies' crypto accounting disclosures. So I've reported in the past that MicroStrategies got one of their quarterly financial reports that they have to send every quarter to the SEC got kicked back to them because MicroStrategies, if you don't know, owns over 100,000 Bitcoin, and the value went down one quarter. So they wrote the value down so that it shows that they're able to take a loss basically on it. Or no, they don't take a loss, but it helps understand the valuation. So if you're going to buy their stock, you want to know what they're worth, and what they're worth is their revenue or their profits, their expected profits. Also, what are their assets? Do they have buildings? Do they have lines of credit? Do they have cash? Do they have gold? Do they have crypto? But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Because the following quarter, the price of Bitcoin had gone up. And so what MicroStrategies try to do is say, oh, the value's gone up, so we're worth more. Well, the SEC said, no, you're not worth more. This is not a capital asset, meaning this is not considered money. They call it a goodwill or intangible asset. Honestly, it doesn't, when I looked up the definition, I wasn't really clear about what that meant. So let's look it up. Goodwill or tangible asset. Goodwill or intangible asset, GAAP. So what is the GAAP? And I want to just pause for a second because this is really important to understand. So the FASB is the Financial Accounting Standards Board. It says here, according to Wikipedia, is a private standard setting body whose primary purpose is to establish and improve general accepting accounting principles. So it's not even, oh my gosh, this is not even a government entity. The SEC designated the FASB as the organization responsible for setting accounting standards for public companies. So it goes back to the story. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies has to follow these general accounting accepting principles, and that's what GAAP is. GAAP or GAAP is general accepted accounting principles. So everyone has to use the same standards for accounting, and these are put forward by the Financial Accounting Standards Board, and the SEC looks to them to make sure that they're on top of everything. Well, the big question is, like right now, what it says, how is goodwill accounted for in US GAAP? The value of goodwill is recorded as the excess of the cost of an acquisition price over the fair value. It will be recorded only when the carrying amount of goodwill exceeds its impaired value. What does that mean? I'm not an accountant, so all I can tell you is they can't write the value up. They can only write the value down because it's not considered a capital asset. It needs to be considered a capital asset. And it says here that the FASB is to consider setting rules on companies' crypto accounting disclosures. So basically what I've been talking about, which I feel like not enough people are talking about in crypto, is the number one way for Bitcoin or any crypto to be considered any sort of hedge of inflation or an alternative asset to publicly traded companies or banks. Crypto has to be seen as a capital asset according to these general accepted accounting principles. So the real reality is, I mean, I don't even think the SEC classification situation is as big of a deal as this, because if they're already general accounting accepted principles that says that crypto is a capital asset, then who knows how many companies and banks would have bought Bitcoin. Okay, so that kind of goes to like what I've been telling everybody who asked me what's going on with crypto. I'll tell you what's going on with crypto. Crypto can't even get its day because of rules holding it back. So keep an eye on this. I will keep an eye on this. They said they're going to look into it. They said they got to do research. So who knows, but this has been going on for, you know, almost a year or so. It says in this article that I've already taken down here that says the Financial Accounting Standards Board voted to consider setting clear rules on accounting and disclosure of certain digital assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, a move that could fill a gap for companies to hold these assets and provide more information to investors. The U.S. Accounting Standards setters said in May it would add the new project to the technical agenda that determines its rulemaking. But it says most recently in October 2020, the standard setter demurred again, saying investments in cryptocurrency wasn't widespread among companies. So they've just been dragging their feet, probably at the behest of the SEC, probably. So anyway, keep an eye on this. Once this changes, you will see bull market action. I know it's painful out there. Hold on or sell, whatever's best for you. I'm going to hodl. What are you doing? Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any more information about this. Let me know if this didn't make any sense. But basically, at the end of the day, until crypto can be considered money on someone's balance sheet, they probably won't hold it, especially if they can't take advantage of the upswing. All right. Well, that's all. Have a good day. I'll see you all tomorrow or soon enough. All right. Hodl on.